Well, good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us for this virtual dedication event. Wishing we were all in person, but very excited to be here together and to celebrate a truly wonderful moment for a lot of different organizations and the Mission District community. So I want to start by acknowledging that I'm the president of Mercy Housing California. We were fortunate enough to be invited into this project by our friends and allies at the Mission Neighborhood Centers. We're here today with Richard Ibarra, who's the CEO, who I've had the pleasure of getting to know over the last year or so. Although I don't know exactly if it's been a year, Richard, you can let me know later. It feels like a long line of months at the very least. And before Richard, really the wonderful opportunity to work with Sam Ruiz and Maria Bermudez on sort of getting this project to where it started. And so just on behalf of Mercy Housing and all of our staff and board, I want to just thank Mission Neighborhood Centers for the opportunity to join with you on this historic project. We have a relatively short agenda today, a couple of wonderful speakers and Mayor Breed and Supervisor Ronan. We're going to hear from some of the funders of the project and a couple of residents. But without further ado, I want to introduce Richard Ibarra, who, as I said, is the CEO of Mission Neighborhood Centers, which is one of San Francisco's great nonprofits. I've had the pleasure of knowing Mission Neighborhood Centers in lots of different ways over my career, which started in the Mission District. Richard himself has over 25 years of experience in organizational leadership. He's got an incredible history and past, phenomenal stories about his days in government and working with Cesar Chavez and others. And so, Richard, it's been a real pleasure to get to know you, and I want to turn the podium, if it, whatever, the virtual podium, over to you and take it from here.
Thank you very much, Doug. Good morning. On behalf of MNC, it is a pleasure to be here with Mayor London Breed, our colleagues from Mercy Housing California, and other community partners. MNC purchased this property in 1994, so we want to say thanks to Jan Len and Cynthia Yao from the Regional Office of Head Start, and Ann Romero from the Mayor's Office of Housing and Community Development for their trust, support, and the initial funding. Our thanks to Doug Shoemaker, Barbara Gualco, and the Mercy Housing team for their work, solid track record of building affordable housing, and their ongoing partnership. A special acknowledgement to my predecessor, Santiago Sam Ruiz and Maria Bermudez, whose vision, unwavering commitment, and tenacity over many years, with the support of MNC's board, made Casa de la Misión a reality. When MNC bought this property, PepsiCo was looking to locate a Taco Bell here. Can you imagine? MNC stepped up at that time to make it available for our community. With our city, state, and partners like Calle 24, MNC negotiated a deal with the seller, and today we have this much needed affordable housing project in our community. Today's success is a dignity celebration, bringing elected officials, community, MNC's board of directors and staff together to offer low-income seniors a beautiful, healthy, and safe place to live. MNC proudly pursues opportunities to lead important economic and quality of life changes for our community, as well as to voice the inequities and challenges of today and tomorrow. We are grateful for this great day. Thank you all. In this critical time, there is no doubt as to who is leading San Francisco. Whatever the issue, we know who is leading every single day. This leader has been a housing champion since day one. Pushing bureaucracy aside, in 2019, she led the $650 million affordable housing bond that is helping us bring projects forward like Casa de la Misión. While leading the nation's cities and mayors in COVID safety, she continues to champion affordable housing. Her homelessness recovery plan includes 1,500 units of housing over the next 2 years for those living in shelters, temporary hotels, and on our streets. That is leadership. Housing access is essential to human dignity, especially for our vulnerable seniors like those living in Casa de la Misión. We see the drive, the passion, determination, and love for the city, our residents, and for our Latino community on display every single day. It is my pleasure and honor to publicly thank and welcome our Mayor, London Breed.
Thank you so much, Richard, for that introduction. It really is my honor to be here today to celebrate the grand opening of 44 new affordable homes at Casa de la Misión, providing safe, 100% affordable housing like this, especially for our seniors. And people exiting homelessness is more critical now than ever before. Having a safe place to live is essential for the health of individuals and the overall development of our communities. But sadly, too many in our city still do not have a permanent place to call home. And when they finally get access to housing or shelter, it can be incredibly difficult for them to get back on their feet after spending so much time unhoused. These homes are more than just a roof over someone's head. It is housing with services and resources to help people get back on their feet and find success. It includes help with finding jobs, with continuing your education, family support, health and wellness, and wraparound services for people struggling with mental health or substance use issues. This can often be the difference between someone keeping their housing or losing it again. These resources and new housing are how we strengthen and preserve our communities that have endured high levels of displacement. And they are how we create a more equitable city for all of our residents. While these 44 homes are definitely worth celebrating, the truth is we must do more, not just for our seniors, but for all of our residents experiencing homelessness. This is part of my homeless recovery plan. We are investing in large expansions of permanent supportive housing, the largest expansion in 20 years. It includes purchasing and leasing 1,500 units of permanent supportive housing and placing 3,000 people into units that are already in our housing portfolio. As of today, we are more than 1/3 of our way towards meeting that goal. In addition to expanding our housing capacity, we are investing in homelessness prevention programs to make sure that people have the help that they need so they don't end up on the streets to begin with. Thank you to everyone who has made this project possible. I always look forward to working with Mercy Housing and Mission Neighborhood Centers. You both have been really housing champions, and we are so grateful for your service and continued support for these so important efforts. Thank you to the Ferguson Foundation. Thank you to Supervisor Hillary Ronan of District 9, my Office of Housing and Community Development, and the Department of Homelessness and Supportive Housing. And finally, thank you to the entire Mission community for welcoming new housing to your neighborhood. We have made promises in the past to this community. We are finally seeing those promises come to fruition. It will take bold and aggressive action to end homelessness in this city, but I know that we are up for the task. It is wonderful to be here. Thank you all so much, and I'll turn it back over to Doug Shoemaker.
Thanks so much, Mayor Breed. Really appreciate it. One of the things that's great about working with Mayor Breed is her on-the-ground understanding of these issues. So when she talks about these things, she talks about them from the perspective of somebody who really has worked on these issues on the ground. So appreciate all your support, Mayor Breed, and we're looking forward to being part of your efforts to turn the corner on homelessness, COVID, and all the other housing issues facing our city. So thanks so much. I want to just take one more minute to talk about some of the other partners on the project. We'll hear from one or two of them in a minute, but the Ferguson Foundation, which we referenced, Silicon Valley Bank, the National Equity Fund, and of course, the San Francisco Mayor's Office of Housing and Community Development, which provided a critical role on this project moving forward. The development team on this project was excellent. We had, as a general contractor, Robert Obayashi. Our architects were HKIT and YA Studio. And I want to thank the Mercy Housing team. There's a lot of folks to thank, but I want to particularly call out Claire Murphy, who brought this project over the line over the last year and sort of delivered on it. So incredible opportunity and an incredible partnership. Of course, these buildings are really not about Mission Neighborhood Centers or Mercy Housing or any of us, really. They're really about the residents that we are able to help move into these locations And today we have a really great opportunity to hear from a couple of them in a format that is maybe one of the plus sides of actually doing a virtual event like this, is you get to see a little deeper into people's lives. And with that, I want to introduce you to Janet Alarms.
I was out there homeless for maybe about 10 years, you know, and then I got this place. See, I used to live somewhere else, and they put me out the place. That's how I became homeless, and all my stuff I ever had got lost. So I was out there on the street homeless, and, you know, sleeping different beds, searching. But I stayed in the hotel, you know. I had to stay there for a year. I was one of the first people that, you know, that got in here. And I look a lot different now than I did when I was out there. You wouldn't even believe it's the same person. Mercy Housing, he asked me, what did I need here? And everything I told him I needed, it was here. I was by the elevator, and I told him I didn't have a bed. I got my bed. And then they put a whole lot of other stuff in here. They got plates, silverware, glasses, cups, pots to cook in. Mercy Housing put all that in here for me. I love this place. I sleep really good here. I'm comfortable and I'm safe. Mercy Housing staff, they are so good to people. You know, they get you everything. Everything you need, they get it. If they can't, they will try to get it. They give us our respect. That's really good. Oh, I feel so good being here in my apartment. The apartment is so nice, and I try my best to keep it that way. I like to cook because I didn't ever have a place to cook at. I think I gained about 4 pounds since I've been here, really. And then living around here the area is so nice. They put it in a nice area. And the stores and the shops, they are so nice. This is a good place. Mercy Housing is very good because they gave me a chance to have my sanity back and to have my own place. And if I don't stop, I'll start crying.
Well, obviously that video more than speaks for itself. The incredible opportunity to help people help themselves, getting off the street, sort of reconnecting their lives. I couldn't agree more with the setting. Calle 24, as Richard said, just a fantastic opportunity to connect with that merchant community and the broader Mission District neighborhood. It's exciting to see new folks moving in and making those connections. We are also joined today on some pre-recorded remarks by the district supervisor, Hillary Ronan. Supervisor Ronan's been a huge champion of affordable housing and lots of related issues since she moved onto the board. And actually before that, when she was the aide to Supervisor Campos for many years. And of course, in her work with La Raza Centro Legal. So she has been a champion in this neighborhood, an activist in this neighborhood. And she was nice enough to record some remarks for us today on the opening of Casa de la Misión.
Hi, I'm Supervisor Hillary Ronan from District 9, and I'm so excited that Casa de la Misión is open and filled with seniors from our community. Congratulations, Mission Neighborhood Center. Congratulations to all those who have a permanent, safe home. Nothing makes me happier than these groundbreakings, and congratulations. Felicidades a todos que tengan por fin su propia casa. Es seguro, es muy emocionante y un abrazo muy fuerte. Adiós.
Thanks so much, Supervisor. Appreciate the heartfelt and upbeat remarks. So it was almost like she was here. She was so animated. I feel like a little burst of energy there. So with that, it's my pleasure to introduce a very unique partner for all of us. George Arguiras from Farella, Braun and Martel We've been working with George and the firm now for, I guess, 3 years or so, George, I'm gonna guess.
All right.
On an unbelievable opportunity that the firm brought forward to really make a difference on housing seniors in the Bay Area. And with that, I want to turn it over to our great friend and ally, George Arguris.
Thanks, Doug. It's been my honor and pleasure to work with Doug and Barbara and Sashi and Claire, and to see this project develop and come to fruition. A few years ago, the widow of one of my former partners passed away, and she had established a foundation, and she left the foundation in our hands, and there were no restrictions. There was some informal guideline to work with the community and to develop low-income housing and housing for homeless. And we searched around and we interviewed people, and then we interviewed Doug and Mercy, and the rest is kind of history. We've teamed up. We have 4 projects ongoing, and this is the first one to actually come to fruition, and we're very proud and to be part of this, whole group, the hard work that's gone into it. We're just a little small cog in the wheel, but we're fortunate enough to provide funding to Mercy to help get this off the ground, and we actually look forward to working with Doug and his group on future projects. So congratulations, Doug and Mercy, and I'll now turn it over to Richard.
Thank you very much, George. Janet mentioned the word respect. I think along with that goes the dignity of having one's home. And MNC looks forward in the coming year to providing senior services on the ground floor as those details are worked out. It is a pleasure now to go to another one of the residents, Michael Smith. Can we please roll the video on Michael?
I was homeless for a while. I was sleeping on the street. I stayed in a tent for like four or 5 months. Being on the street and my health, and my medical conditions is like I was taking the wrong insulin at the wrong time. I wasn't eating properly. I was losing weight. And they discovered I had COVID. The police came and they said that everybody got to get off this, break their tents down, and they was placing people in different places. It all started right there where I got help. But coming here, the day I moved in, when I brought my stuff in, then I had to come back to get my key. They took me upstairs to my place the first time, and it was like just a bed, table, you know what I'm saying? So when I went back to get my key, go up there, open the door, and wow, where did this stuff come from? It was like brand new pots and pans and microwave and all the utensils. It was like, wow. And that really made me feel like, oh, I'm at home now. I got a chance to go to the grocery store and get some groceries and put it in the refrigerator. The first night when I laid in the bed for the first time in this brand new place, you know what I'm saying? And it's mine, I just laid in the bed and I just opened the blinds up. A pretty nice little view I got. And I just laid there like this, and I woke up that morning and fixed my favorite breakfast, some bacon, eggs, and grits. But yeah, the first day I moved in here, it was wonderful. And I still feel it, so, I still feel that. It's like Christmas, or opening up a present, or the smell of a new car, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. Every time I put my key in there and open the door, it's like, as a matter of fact, as soon as I come through this door here and get in the elevator, I said, wow, I'm at home.
love that video. The two together are just a fantastic, testimony to what this is all about. Richard, I appreciate your comment about respect and dignity, and those are two of the three bywords of Mercy Housing: respect, justice, mercy. We share the same values, and I think love the same things about these stories. They just remind us about why we do this work and why it's worth it. As hard as it is, I know Mission Neighborhood Centers worked forever to make this project a reality, and I hope you're looking at this with Sam and Maria and others and feeling, appropriate pride for making this happen for the community. We of course can't do this work without some tremendous finance partners, the banks and the tax credit investors and everybody else who makes these projects a reality. The behind the scenes sausage making on the financing side is probably not what everyone wants to hear the nitty gritty details about, but what I think you want to hear is we really rely on fantastic partners to make these projects possible. None more so than Silicon Valley Bank, who we've had a long-standing relationship with over the years. And I, always take great pleasure in being able to introduce the bank and the head of community development finance, Fiona Sue. So Fiona.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. I am so happy to be here for a much needed dose of good news. When I started my career in affordable housing, like so many of you, I'm sure, I was guided by my desire to be part of tangible social change that I could see, feel, and know that it was real. And there is no better evidence of progress than a key to a new affordable home. Today, I'm craving that affirmation more than ever. I am so grateful that Casa de la Misión has completed and is ready to not just be lived in, but have life brought to it from the patient and deserving residents and the vibrant Mission community. Congratulations to Doug, Barbara, Claire, Isaac, and Gunnar for your incredible effort through the most uncertain period of time in modern history. Thank you for your incredible problem solving and optimism that got us to this wonderful day. Thank you to the City of San Francisco for prioritizing permanently supportive housing for seniors and providing critical operating subsidies to our residents. I'm so proud to work in San Francisco and to have courageous leaders like Mayor Breed at the helm. Thank you to our equity partner, National Equity Fund, for another great collaboration. And thank you to my team that also worked diligently during unprecedented times to ensure that bills were paid and money went where it needed to be without delay. The successful completion affirms that we did our job right in being a supportive partner to the Mercy team. So my sincere thanks to Katie, Lena, Susie, Denise, Anne, Brenda, Christina. That is my entire team, and everyone on it had a role to play in making sure that the loan and investment were managed and handled right. They are simply the best. This is a very exciting time of growth for Silicon Valley Bank, and we are committing to more than doubling our investment in affordable housing in California. Every good outcome that we seek in society, whether in education, health, economic mobility, they all start with safe, high quality, affordable housing. We know this, and SVB will do our part and do more. And we hope that there will be many more successful partnerships with Mercy Housing California. In closing, I want to wish our residents a wonderful new life at Casa de la Misión. Welcome home. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Fiona. Again, appreciate all the great partnership over the years and on this project in particular. So I think we've thanked a lot of the folks. I want to again thank the staff at the Mayor's Office of Housing and Community Development. Richard referenced Ann Romero earlier, but many others over there who made this project a reality, all of the Mercy Housing and MNC staff and others that have participated along the way. Evan in the office of Farella, Braun and Martell as well. George, been a huge help over the years over on these processes. So with that, I wish we were all in person. It would be great to celebrate and walk the halls of the building together. I think we're looking forward to a day sometime soon where we can all get together and open the doors of Casa de la Misión to the broader neighborhood and share what is an exceptional building as Richard mentioned, we hope that you'll come by the building at 24th Street to kind of take a look and see it. Pretty soon there'll be something happening on the ground floor. And there's already a great partnership in the works between MNC and Mercy Housing along the way. So again, many thanks for joining us today, and congratulations to everyone who's been involved. And with that, we're going to close our program. Thanks.